Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome to another video. We are on part 3 of the Erigar Everywhere All the Time. I don't want to call it a series because it's not really a series. I just built him, so I figured we'd use him. And I already showed you guys him in Rift Beast, which is where he's phenomenal. I showed you guys him in Kairos, which obviously he struggles. He's good for one or two places, but that's about it. And I also decided to go ahead and take him into World Arena. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here. And then I'll go ahead and show you guys all the mons that I use, all the ways that they're set up. But here, I was trying to force him into a comp, and I think that's a really bad idea. You should never try to force any monster into a comp. It causes a lot of problems. But here I was able to get the basic comp I wanted. I was able to get the speed lead. I also had an HP lead if I really needed it. And then we could use the buffs from Erigar to power up Bulwark. But as you can see, we got kind of lucky with the draft that he took. So there was the first one. Didn't really do what I wanted it to do with the Molong. I was kind of hoping that he would go ahead and that's later on. This is another one. I wanted him to be able to use his Reckless Assault and kind of gain back his life. Didn't really work that way. Here I brought in Varad for some added control. And as you can see, I was able to kind of control the Josephine. By the way, I don't like Josephine the way she is set up now. I really don't like her. Decent amount of resistance on my monsters, I guess, or they have a lack of accuracy. But we were able to get a decent amount of attacks here. I really want to work on that Sierra because, of course, her being wind, I know that she is the biggest threat, and especially since she's got the bombs. Now she's taking out the Molong, who's my main damage. And as you can see, this is a lost match here. There's nothing I can do about this. Alright, so then went ahead and used him here as well. And please don't misunderstand. I was not trying to actually rise in ranks here. There's a couple of videos that they fell off my replay list, but they were, I would get knocked down into F3 and then get back up into C1, then knocked back down into F3 and then get back up into C1. It was definitely a learning experience. It wasn't the funnest. And as you can see, again, like I said, by you forcing a monster, it definitely does make it a little difficult to play with. On the bright side, he did keep everybody healed up for the most part. But as you can tell, like there's nothing I could do here. And then I believe the last one I have to show you is this one. No, in this one I couldn't pick him in just right off the bat. I saw that it was gonna be a bad matchup for me, so I just didn't. I didn't go into him. But I did go ahead and use this one, so I had 2 losses in a row. And then I think this is my final match that I have with Erigar in it. And as you can see, they didn't really have the greatest setup either. But again, greatest setup or not, it definitely caused problems for me. Maybe if I had a team that was specifically set for him, it would be a little different. But for this particular comp, I was like, okay, something speedy. I can put the vampire buff on Molong. Molong can heal himself back up. Whatever else I'm using can also heal themselves back up. But as you can tell here, it just didn't work out. So, all in all, what did we learn? Erigar is pretty useless in RTA. Although I still do highly recommend that you build him for your Rift Beast, I do not recommend that you try to take him into RTA. Anyway, that's all for this one, guys. Overall value of Eirigar, I'd say he's a mid A tier unit. You can use him in Rift Beast, you can use him in Giants, but in PvP content, definitely not worthwhile. Definitely not a monster you want to build and try to bring into anything. I'm sure there's other people out there that might disagree with me, and I'm sure that if they can build it and they can use it in a comp that they like, it'll work amazing for them. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the runes real quick. We're going to start off with the star of the show, Erigar. So I did go ahead and put him on Violent Will. As you can see, his stats are pretty good. We have him on speed, HP. We built him as a support unit, not really as a damager. We got his 1, 3, and 5 looking like so. Didn't max out his artifacts because, as I said, I just built him up this way for this video. So unfortunately, I don't see a whole lot going on, but that life drain plus 22%, I thought that would be really good because his skill 1 he does steal life from. Now, I did try to use him with Bulwark, who is at plus 128. He's got plus 25,000 HP, plus 700 defense, a decent little bit of resistance, and a little bit of accuracy. Not too bad. But he is also on Violent Will, and he is on speed, HP. Here's his 1, 3, and 5. As you can tell, I definitely need to work on getting some grinds for those will runes, the violent runes, and my revenge runes. They're all very low and lacking. I do have skill 1 plus 20% accuracy, which I thought would be great if he ends up being able to steal a buff from an enemy. And on this side, we got him a little bit more HP, a little bit less damage taken from wind, which I thought would be very helpful. Who else did we use? We used Molong, who's on Violent Will as well. We got him at plus 123 speed, plus 30,000 HP, just about. I'm 11 HP away, kind of bugs me. And a little under 500 extra defense. His accuracy is at 88, which is going to come in great for his skill 2, Strip. But he is on speed, HP, and HP. And we got his 1, 3, and 5 looking like so. Now obviously I'm going to be de-runing Eirigar, but I do believe the Molong may stay on this build until I decide I'm not going to be using him at all. Does have minus damage taken from wind here, and a little bit extra damage by his HP, so that's great. We also used our Wind Monkey, who's on Violent Revenge, and here's his stats. He's got plus 15,000 HP, plus almost 900 defense, plus almost 1,000 attack, and plus 112 speed. He's got his accuracy is kind of low. I want to work on getting that up. I want to get his crit rate up and his crit damage. But here he's serving more of a support role, and we got him on Violent Revenge. He's on HP, attack, and defense. And then here's his 1, 3, and 5 here. I didn't even max that out. Wow. Okay. Here he's got skill 2 accuracy, which is definitely going to be very helpful. And then here he has got a little bit of counterattack damage, which is also very helpful. Definitely is going to be good for us whenever we're trying to get our stuns off and trying to control. Let's see, what else did I use here? I did use the Juno. No, wait, did I use Juno? I didn't use Juno. I used the Robo, which he's on a swift accuracy build. He's on speed, HP, accuracy. This is by far, I think, my fastest rune that I have, period. So definitely going to go on him because I want him going first. The accuracy rune happened to be something that I was like, hey, I can complete a set, and it's a pretty quick rune. So this definitely puts him well over 100% accuracy. Plus he has more accuracy in his skill 3 here. So I mean, technically I think I'm at 112% accuracy. And then here, a little bit of extra damage dealt on wind and water, but really nothing special. His stats are plus 11 or plus almost 12.5 HP and plus 420 defense, but he is at 295 speed with, again, 95% accuracy. Really up there. I was using more as my leader, obviously. So here is his stats. He's plus 146. He's at plus 14,000 HP, plus 465 defense, 86% accuracy, and he's on Despair Will. We've got him on speed, HP, attack. Could definitely use some grinds for that, but ancient grinds are kind of hard to come by. Alright, so here we go. 1, 3, and 5 look like so. Again, still looking for grinds for my Despair runes. He's got skill 2 crit damage here, skill 2 accuracy, which is amazing, and skill 1 accuracy, which is very helpful for the attack break. Here he's got a little bit less damage from wind, a little bit less damage from fire, but just extra defense stats on him there. And I know I'm missing one other person. Who am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the Changpeng. Okay, so Changpeng we have on Despair Will. As I said, he's built as a nuke. He's not really built as a bruiser. I should definitely work on that. He has way too little HP. I want to get another 5,000 HP on there. And I want to get another 200 defense on there at least. But he's sitting at 210 speed with 83 accuracy, 159 crit damage, and 56% accuracy through subs. As I said, he's on Despair Will, and he's on speed, crit damage, and attack. And here we've got his 1, 3, and 5. He's got a little bit of extra attack here. I was actually trying to max out this artifact, however, I ran out of mana at the time, so it just kind of sat there, and now I'm realizing that was a week ago, and I haven't done that. Here you can see he's got skill 3 accuracy, or skill 2 accuracy and skill 2 crit damage additionally. And crit damage as the enemy has less max HP, which is great because it's double hit, you know how it works. And here we've got additional damage by speed, which, I mean, he's decently fast. We've got some negative damage taken from wind, and that's all that he really gets out of this artifact. Alright, so I believe that's it. I think I've gone over everybody that I used in the video. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Overall, I'm telling you, don't build Erigar for RTA. It doesn't work, I promise you. Unless you have a really amazing comp, please share it in the comments below, and maybe I'll try it out again. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. See you in the next one.